Hi guys, what's up? It's Rachel back with another video, and in today's video I kindly thought of something a little bit different, and I didn't really see anybody do it on here, so I thought I would just go ahead and film it for you guys today. I was kindly thinking of unpopular makeup opinions. Makeup is such a personal thing, and I know everybody doesn't agree, and certain products work for people that may not work for other people, so I just wanted to get on here and share with you guys some things that I think a lot of people probably wouldn't agree with me. So I don't have any updates in this video, except if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you would like, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you can also hit that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. But other than that, let's go ahead and talk about my unpopular opinions. So the first thing I want to talk about is Morphe, and I'm actually going to talk about the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection, and I actually like these. I liked every single one of them. I had a really fun time playing with them. I'm sure you guys have seen them. If you're watching this video, you probably have seen all of her Vault palettes, but this is this one, the one that has the grungy tones, the blues and the greens, and then you have this one that has the pretty like warm tones. This looks like fall to me. This is probably my favorite one. I just love the looks that I have created with this. And then we have this one that's very warm tone, very pretty for this time of year as well. And also it's pretty for the summer. And then you have the purple one, which I am a big purple eyeshadow wearer. So this is what this one looks like. I remember when this Vault came out, a lot of the beauty gurus were giving it a negative review. So Jaclyn said she was taking it off and she was going to reformulate it and see what the problem was. Honestly, I don't feel like they done anything to it. I feel like they just kept it the same and just upped the date, which that's just what I'm thinking. I don't know that for sure, but I never really had a problem with these. I really got these to work for me. I love the way that they blend. The colors are very pretty, and some of these colors are very unique. So I absolutely love the Vault collection. I know a lot of people didn't, but personally for me, I didn't find any issues with it. It really did work for me, and I personally do love the packaging on them. I feel like the packaging is a little bit of a Becca copy from when she collabed with them, but I really do love the packaging, and I didn't have really anything negative to say about these. So I know a lot of people probably didn't agree with me. That's why I wanted to mention this in this video. So the next thing I want to talk about, I know a lot of people will disagree with me, and that is I don't like Morphe eye brushes. Now when it comes to their face brushes, I really do enjoy them. They're very fluffy and they blend out the product really nice, but when it comes to their eye brushes, I find them to be really stiff. They do pack on the color well, but they don't blend the eyeshadow out well. I have a really hard time when it comes to using Morphe brushes. If you're curious, I have been using the ones that come in the James Charles set, and pretty much all that is his favorite Morphe brushes put into his own set. And then he had like 2 exclusive brushes that he created with Morphe, but overall, it's all of Morphe's regular brushes. So I don't like these. I know that's probably a very unpopular opinion, but I just really don't like them. Again, they do pack on the color, they just don't blend well. I honestly, when it comes to eyeshadow brushes, I prefer BH Cosmetics. They're very fluffy, they pack on the color, and they have always worked really nice for me. But when it comes to Morphe eyeshadow brushes, I don't like them, and I don't recommend them. But when it comes to their face brushes, they're really, really nice. That's besides the point. I'm talking about the eye brushes. I don't like these at all. Now the next product that I'm going to talk about is very, very hyped, and I don't really understand the hype on it. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the Soft Glam palette. Now a lot of people really love this palette. They talk about it all the time. I personally don't feel like this is the best neutral palette. A lot of people says that this is their holy grail, that they won't use anything else, that this is the best Anastasia palette that has ever been released. I disagree. I don't really care for this palette. They blend out fine, but I don't feel like it really packs a punch. Even to be a neutral palette, I don't know what it is. I'm just not a fan of it. I have so many more neutral palettes that I prefer over this palette, and I know a lot of people probably disagree with that. Every time I hear somebody talk about this palette, they've hit pan on it. It's their favorite. It's their go-to. That's what they always use. It's what they recommend, but I'm just not that crazy over it. It's okay. I just don't understand the hype on it. I don't feel like it's like a go-to neutral palette for me. It's nice, but nothing special. I just don't get it. Now the next product I want to talk about is something that's very hyped, and it's actually from Anastasia as well, and I don't really see it. I don't get it. It's nice, but I don't get it. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter with Amrezy, and this is what it looks like. Now, I have talked about this before here on my channel. I've used it quite a bit. I like it, but I don't feel like this is anything spectacular. I don't feel like this is the best gold highlight that I've ever used. It's nice. It's pretty. If you're somebody of a fair skin tone, then this is a really pretty gold highlight. It's very light and it's very pale enough for you, but I just don't feel like it's spectacular. I don't feel like this is the best gold highlight out there. This was limited edition, and then they brought it back again, and then it was limited edition again, so I don't know what the deal is with this product, but as for it being so hyped up, I don't understand it. It's good, but it's not like wow, like this is the best gold highlight. The next product I have to talk about is a Becca highlight, and this is Champagne Pop with Jaclyn Hill. I didn't think that this was wow. This is a pretty highlight, but overall, like, I don't think it's the prettiest gold highlight out there. It's nice, but it's nothing revolutionary. And a lot of people was really going crazy over it and saying, like, you need this highlight, and that it was so different and unique, but I don't find that. It's a really pretty gold highlight, but I have prettier ones, I feel like. This is Champagne Pop, and it really does work for my skin tone as well. I wear it even when I'm fair, and I really do like it. Again, it's just something I don't get. People were losing their crap over this like it was the best highlight, and I just don't see that. And I'm sure that that is a very unpopular opinion because so many people go crazy over this, and maybe it's just because it's Jaclyn. If this shade had been created and Jaclyn Hill didn't have anything to do with it, I don't feel like people would be as crazy over it as they are. So that's just my opinion. It's probably very unpopular, but leave it down in the comments and let me know what you guys think. The next products I have to talk about are from Tarte, and these are their Tartelette palettes. I don't really necessarily like any of these, especially these two. This one is the best one out of all three of them, but I really don't like this formula at all. Tarte has so many better palettes with better formulas. These just ain't it. This is the first Tartelette palette. This is all cool toned and it's all mattes. This is what it looks like. These are very stiff, very chalky. They don't blend, and this is probably the worst one out of all of them. Then the next one is the Tartelette in Blooms palette. This is what the packaging looks like. This has shimmers in it, and it is a little bit more cooler, but it does have more warmer tones in it than the first one. This is what it looks like on the inside. I just don't like the formula of this. It's very stiff and chalky, and the shimmers don't really pack a punch. And then we have the one that I would consider to be the best out of all three of them, and this is the Tartelette Toasted palette. But again, I'm not really crazy over the formula on this. This is a warm tone palette. It looks pretty looking at it, but the formula is just stiff and chalky, and the shimmers don't really pack a punch. Now, if you're somebody that you're wanting this palette, I would definitely go with the ColourPop Double Entendre palette. That is a dupe for this palette, and it's so much better on the quality, and it's so much less expensive than this palette. These retail for like $42 or $40, somewhere around there, and that's ridiculous for a quality like this. I would definitely skip out on this one and go with the Double Entendre palette. I have put that in a dupes video here on my channel. I just don't recommend these palettes. Now, the next product that I have to talk about is also from Tarte, and this is their Big Ego mascara. Now, the reason I put this in here is because a lot of people have really been loving this mascara, and I don't feel like it does anything for my lashes. I feel like the wand is really big. It doesn't lengthen my lashes. It does separate, but it doesn't lengthen. I just don't feel like it does much, and for this price tag, they're so much better, especially at the drugstore. Again, the reason that I wanted to put this in the video is because I've seen so many people loving it, and I just don't love it, so I feel like that'd be a very unpopular opinion. Now, the next thing that I want to say that's probably very unpopular, maybe not, I don't know. I know that they sell really well, but this is just my opinion. I feel like the Too Faced, most of them anyway, the Too Faced holiday palettes always suck. So a few that I have pulled out here are probably the worst ones that I have in my collection. I do have a lot of the Too Faced holiday palettes. I'm always suckered into buying them because they have really cute packaging. They're pretty collectibles, but overall quality, they just really suck. So the first one that I have to talk about is this one. This was just one of those that come in a big dollhouse. And when you open it up, this is what it looks like. The quality on this is horrendous. This is awful. You can't get this. I was about to say I don't recommend these, but you can't even get this anymore, and you're not missing anything. The shadows in here are crap. The only thing that's good are the blushes. This highlight is just okay. It's really subtle, and this bronzer's good, but for the price tag that you had to pay for this, it was not worth it because everything else was pretty much crap. Overall, Too Faced palettes just really suck. When it comes to their holiday palettes, not just in general. I'm just saying when it comes around the Christmas time and they release these holiday palettes, pretty much most of the time they suck. This one I wanted to mention because it was horrible. This is the Too Faced Best Year Ever 2018. This had like a little calendar thing. I do have it over here. I use it as decoration, but this is what it looks like again on the outside. And then when you open it up, the quality on this, I cannot do anything with this whatsoever. This is what it looks like. It's supposed to go like this, but I'm holding it up to show you guys like this. I've used this and I've tried to make this work. The mattes are awful. They have no color payoff, and the shimmers are very lackluster. There's pretty much nothing but just specks of glitter. You don't even get the color. So you see right here, you got this pretty blue like metallic shade, you got this purple metallic shade, you have this gold. It leaves nothing. It leaves no color. It just leaves like specks of glitter. So this palette was horrible. And again, these Too Faced holiday palettes have a hefty price tag, and they are just not worth it. And then I wanted to show you guys two more because these are absolutely horrible. This one was also in a little dollhouse. This is what the outside packaging looks like. And then when you open it up, this is what you're working with. It is absolutely horrible. And you do have some iconic shades in here, but they don't perform the way they're supposed to perform. Like you do have Honey Pot. And Honey Pot is in one of their little Too Faced 10 palettes. And I love that shade. It's a very pretty gold. But in here, it does not swatch well. It does not apply well on the eyes. So this one was really, really bad. And the last one that I wanted to talk about from Too Faced was the Christmas in New York. This was the mini palette. This is what it looks like. They always have the cutest packaging on these. But then when you open it up, this is what it looks like. This was terrible. And the worst thing that they could do is put purples in here. Purples are hard to make, but it's even worse when the whole quality on a palette is lackluster and they throw in a purple. No, this was awful. And I remember being so excited to buy this palette, especially because I love New York. And I am glad that I picked it up because I'm just a collector. New York is my favorite place, but overall the quality on these just suck. The next products I'm going to talk about are something I feel like a lot of people are going to disagree with me on, but I do not like the quality on the Lorac Pro Formula shadows. When it comes to their Pro Formula, they come out with some random palettes that really do work well, and they have a different formula than their Pro Formula. But when it comes to the Pro Formula, I don't like it. It's very powdery, and the colors just, I never do enjoy the colors when it comes to the Pro Formulas. I'm going to show you guys the ones that I'm talking about. This is the original Lorac Pro. This was so hyped up. A lot of people loved this. I didn't. I didn't like the formula. The colors didn't work for me. This is what it looks like. And then I also have the Lorac Pro 2. This is what it looks like. And then when you open it up, this is more of a cooler tone palette. I didn't like this either. And then I have two of their Mega Pro palettes. This is the Mega Pro 4. This is the pink packaging one. These come out around the holidays, and I feel like they do pretty well. This is what it looks like. I didn't like the formula. It's the same as the Pro formula, and I didn't like the colors in here either. And then this one is horrible as well. This is the Lorac Pro 2. This is the blue packaging one, and this is what it looks like on the inside. It's very boring, and the formula is terrible. Then the last product that I have to talk about that I feel is going to be a very unpopular opinion is on Makeup Revolution. And this is pertaining to the Emily Noel collab. So I have the Once palette right here. I will open it up and show you guys what it looks like. You have all of these shades right here. I have played with this a good amount to try and get it to work for me. And then you have the Needs palette. So this is the tinier one. And then when you open it up, you do have some face products in here as well as 6 eyeshadows. So this is what it looks like on the inside. I really do like Emily Noel. I really do enjoy her channel. But when it comes to these palettes, the quality was not there. I could not get these to work for me. I feel like they kind of like mud up. The quality just isn't there. But I feel like you are getting what you're paying for. This retailed for like 20 bucks, and this was like, was it like 12 or 15? I'm pretty sure. I just really didn't enjoy these, and that's all I really have to say on it. The quality just wasn't there. They didn't work for me. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is all of my unpopular opinions, I feel like, pertaining to makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I just want to thank you guys so much for being here and liking and commenting. It honestly means the world, and don't think that you go unnoticed because I truly see you and I truly do appreciate you, each and every one of you. But before you go, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell below so you're notified every time I upload a video. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.